What's up everyone, I'm the Gentleman, and today I'll be talking about Stephen King's It. There's only a few things in this world that scare me. Large birds, Michael Bay directing Star Wars, and clowns. Ugh. Ah! Killer clowns from outer space in this movie are responsible for that. Seriously, how the fuck are clowns supposed to be innocent and funny? They look like fucking demented creatures that drink blood. Originally meant to be directed by George A. Romero. Man, that would have been cool. But he had to back out due to scheduling conflicts with the Night of the Living Dead remake. Eventually the job went to Tommy Lee Wallace, who directed Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and Fright Night Part 2. That's cool, I guess. It is about a group of kids who are terrorized by an evil shape-shifting entity that eats people, mainly kids, that goes by the name of
Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
The movie starts off with a little girl who is met by Pennywise, who uses his most effective method of killing, the zoom-in kill. Something he does a lot in this movie. Stupid goddamn TV movie limitations. How cool would it have been if this would have been an HBO or even a Netflix miniseries? Because the book weighed like 50 fucking pounds, a lot of the source material had to be cut. Anywho, an eerie photo is left at the scene of the crime, and here we meet our first character, Mike, who recognizes the photo as one of his friends' dead brother. He then proceeds on ruining everyone's lives by calling them and saying that the creature they thought they killed came back. We then meet the other characters with their own individual flashbacks of how they met each other and their first encounters with Pennywise. The most important one though is Bill, whose brother Georgie, which was the photo left behind from earlier, was killed by Pennywise, and for years Bill blamed himself because he let him sail his boat alone outside in probably the most iconic moment of the whole story.
Aren't you gonna say hello?
I hate that fucking scene. For years, I was afraid to look at storm drains because I thought that motherfucker was gonna pop out and ask me to float with him. Stupid fucking Georgie ought to have been like, nope! After we see all their flashbacks, they eventually fight Pennywise in the sewer, where apparently an inhaler hurts him, even though later on in the movie, the pharmacist tells Eddie that
it's water, Eddie.
So, he's weak to water? He lives in the fucking sewer which is filled with water. What is this, a fucking M. Night Shyamalan movie? After they defeat Pennywise, they are so scared that the only way for them to pull themselves back together is to have a gangbang with Beverly. I'm just kidding, that doesn't happen in the movie. But in the book it sure does. Stephen King, you sick bastard. What they really do is make the promise to all return if it comes back, to which he does in 30 years because he hibernates for that long. What the fuck does he dream of in that length of time?
And I realize I'm going home.
Once the group gets back together, they learn that one of their friends, Stan, killed himself instead of sticking to the promise. He was just like, nope! So now they realize that they have to go finish the job to kill Pennywise once and for all and before more kids die. During this time though, it warns them to leave and that they're too old to stop him. He also enlists the help of their childhood bully Henry to kill them for him. Henry eventually catches up to them and stabs Mike, but then is stabbed himself and dies. So now they're down to 5 and head to the sewer armed only with a slingshot and the 2 pieces of silver they used when they first fought it as kids. Grown ass fucking adults, and they use a slingshot.
I still say we should have brought a machine gun.
They finally find it in its final form, and it's a fucking giant spider? What a fucking letdown. Apparently that's not what it really looks like. It just needed to take a physical form. Bill, Ben, and Richie get trapped in its deadlights, and Beverly is busy looking for the silver pieces she missed. So it's up to Eddie to save the day. Cue the music. Well, that was stupid and did nothing. He just looked like an idiot and went out like a little bitch. Shame. Beverly gets a lucky shot and it crawls away, but the gang decide that it's not enough, so they pull out a tar by punching the dead puppet's chest. Mike gets better and the gang lives happily ever after. No, they really do. And that's it. For a television movie, it was pretty decent with a lot of memorable scenes, but it's not so much the story that makes the movie interesting, but rather the amazing performance by Tim Curry. Without him, this definitely wouldn't have been as good. He steals every goddamn scene that he's in because he's just so fucking creepy. And it's even disappointing that they fight the spider form and not the clown one because that's what we were expecting. That's what we wanted, not some fucking puppet. Aside from him though, the other characters are okay and nicely developed, even though some of them were questionable. Beverly made out with at least like 3 of them in the same night. I mean, I get that they're friends, but damn, she even had a slut overload when she saw them as adults.
It was like a tidal wave.
Bill was one of them that happily made out with her even though he has a wife who was coming to help Bill even though he said not to. Now we know why. Dick. And Mike. He ruined everyone's lives by calling them and sticking to that fucking childhood promise. Seriously, they were all living happily, well, except Bev, until he called. If it wasn't for him, Stan and Eddie would still be alive. Dick. If only Eddie listened to his mom. So, as always, I'll be back soon with the new movie, or if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this wonderful channel. I am the gentleman, I observe the world, so we can all laugh at it. Bye bye.
I don't want you to play with him anymore. No good will come of it.